What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marriage and Master. This is season 6, y'all. We are on episode 5, and I want to introduce my lovely wife, the one and the only Shireal.
Okay, what's up, y'all? How goes it?
I had to give you that baritone voice on it for a
Something
little
was
bit.
happening with that.
What's going on? How
Nothing,
you feeling?
nothing. Excited. How you doing today, sir?
I'm definitely excited. It's episode 5. So what we got popping tonight, babe?
No, so I was doing some scrolling as per. I was going through social media, right?
Oh boy.
No, I find a lot of good topics on social media though, because social media is wild. So, but I saw something really interesting, and so there was this guy. He was talking about how they've taken gentle parenting too far, right? So, pretty much, he was saying like there's like a fine line between gentle parenting and just not parenting, right? Like parents who are just allowing their kids to just be, with absolutely no supervision, no guidance, no just, Jenny is having a bad day, so we're letting her.
That sound like parents being their kids' friends.
I don't know what it is because I've never subscribed to gentle parenting. Just be clear, like that. I never even caught on to the trend. So I'm just listening to what was saying. So apparently, like, there's parents who Carol don't feel like going to school today, so she's just gonna rest. Or Johnny is really unhappy, so right now he's having like a what do you call when you tear up the room? What is that called? But you go to the place and they tear up the room.
A destroy room,
like a destroy room.
Yeah.
So he's doing a destroy room like in his house right now, like just OD, like just letting kids go wild, right? So he was saying, there's gentle parenting has gone too far, and a part of the reason why some people didn't subscribe to it was because of the fact that it's like, where's the line? When do I say, how can I also be a parent who gives guidance and structure and control without just letting them go buck wild, right?
Like, oh yeah, no, I get it. Like, where's that boundary?
Yeah, you know what I'm
setting
saying?
boundaries as parents, and sometimes I don't want to say sometimes. I just think it's all with like how you were raised, and because a lot of people and most parents, I would say, they were raised a certain way, and maybe they grew up and they didn't like it, and they'll say, I don't ever want that for my child, or I want to do it differently, or do it the opposite. But then sometimes what you didn't like was good for you. We don't like to drink medicine, but it makes us feel better over time. That makes sense?
Depending on the medication, yeah.
Yeah, depending. Like the right medication, you know what I mean? So I think it has to do a lot with how you were raised, how you saw, what type of parenting you may have saw in your younger years, and some of that can be trauma for some people, and some of that can be like, oh nah, I know, like I would raise my children this way too, because if I came out okay and decent, hopefully my kids will come out the same.
And I mean, I get it. I get that for sure, because there are definitely things that I take from how my parents raised me, and I know that same for you. But there are also things that I know that we do differently, right? So and we get this all the time. Like, I feel like we're pretty strict. However, my mom will say any given day, y'all let them kids do whatever they want, or or
really,
or those, yeah, absolutely, or oh really, that's how they act. And she'll kind of scold me because I'm not being.
That's crazy, because my mother thinks the opposite.
She thinks we're too strict.
Especially me. No, Hen, don't do that. Don't beat them, and don't that. Like. I be like, Ma, you did this to me. Like, I'm confused.
I don't know. It's funny. Like, my mom will get on me all the time, like how much we let them get away with or do, and it's funny because it's like,
I don't know.
I don't feel like we really let them.
I don't believe that from Munlaw, because Munlaw, we'd pick them up. We used to pick them up and be like, Munlaw, they had candy?
But that's
Yeah.
different. Like, she's a grandparent.
That's the problem right there.
Grandparents do whatever they want.
I do want to give a shout out to the grandparents because you be watching kids when we want to go out. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
However, grandparents, I don't know what type of parenting y'all do nowadays. Y'all just do that.
They don't. They don't do parenting. They do grandparenting. Grandparenting has zero rules.
Zero rules?
It's zero rules. It's fun time over here, and then send them back to the rules. That's how grandparenting goes.
Yeah, because my mom will let our kids do whatever they want.
Exactly.
And you know, sometimes the grandparent house be small and tight and like cluttered. Like, yeah, grandparents' house, some of them be cluttered and just stuff everywhere. So the kids just be messing with 10, 20-year-old toys and playing like they just do whatever they want to do. They let them. They say, leave them alone. They all right. Why? I don't get it, y'all. I'm confused.
I don't know, but I don't want to lose track of where we're going. So back to the
Gentle
topic.
parenting?
Gentle parenting. So
that's a form of it.
The way that we are with our children is definitely like, I like to believe that we're somewhere in the middle. I get that might be questioned by some.
I'm listening.
I like to think that we're somewhere in the middle. So, right, I do feel like we talk to our kids way too much. Like, I will warn our kids so many times, like, how many times I had to tell you to do this? Or like, I didn't get talked to that much. Like, so I didn't get talked to that much. I mean, my mother had a quick hand, you know, like real quick. Yeesh. So I didn't get talked to as much as we talk to our kids. Now, do I believe in
discipline?
Yes, I do. However, I know for a fact they get talked to way more than they get the full discipline experience at our house. So I feel like that's a part of gentle parenting because I don't have to talk at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like there's parents that don't talk at all. It's the full experience right away. Right? Am I wrong?
The full experience. Yeah, you're right.
And then like, especially now, so our kids are 8. They'll be 8 and 9 tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But our kids are 8, right? So they're at that place where they have a lot of questions, but their questions come out a little disrespectful. So it'll be like, oh, go do this. Why? Hold up. Why is like a cuss word? You know, like why? Like it kind of stings. Like, hold up, because I said so.
Why is a cuss word?
It feels like a cuss word when it come out of an 8-year-old's mouth, and it's some like I just gave you a direction, and your immediate response is why? With the whole head turn and the voice kind of crazy.
Yeah,
that's disrespectful.
I get it. A lot of times, I had to shut stuff down with little man, cause he'll be like, "Well, Daddy." And sometimes he has a point. However, I don't want to hear the point right now. I want him to follow thank you, Lord. I want him to follow the instructions, and then I explain later why I wanted him to just listen and to follow the instructions. I'm just convicted right now about obedience.
About yourself?
About obedience. Like, when God tells us to do something, it's just follow my instruction, and then I will explain later. Like, yeah, that hit me. And at the same time, he's young and he's inquisitive, so I want to listen and I want him to get his point out because I want him to be able to speak and defend himself in the real world.
Correct.
But I also want him to be able to listen first.
In the house.
Yeah, just in general, because if you get out there and people give you directions that may have a badge and you're not listening, I don't want it to turn another way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
And so, like, I have to stress that, like, I just need you to listen real quick and then we can talk about it later.
But you have a point, too, because there's also a place where I feel like I do want them to be able to express themselves.
Absolutely.
Like I don't want to feel like I'm cutting them off when, you know, they're trying to share how they feel or they're trying to really just get an answer. They don't understand something. So there is a place where I'm like, I'll be having to catch myself sometimes like, okay, let them explain what they're feeling. Let me hear them out because I want them to feel comfortable expressing themselves with us.
Oh yeah.
But then it's like you said, there's a point where it's like, at this particular moment, I just want you to do what I told you to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
it's
agree.
like, how do you find that line, like where it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you your space to express, but in the meantime, I need you to go do what I told you to do.
I think that comes after the discipline. Like, no, so every time I got a discipline, I got beat by my mother and my father.
Stop using the word beat. Spanking.
Spanking. I don't know what a spanking was. I know what a whooping was.
Lord.
Like, my dad would do it. Boom, if I did something wrong or crazy, and then he explained to me. He said, "Daddy beat you because he loved you, son."
Yeah, but
And
I hope
then-
he also gave you the reason why what you did wrong.
I'm telling you, he beat me
Okay.
because he loved me, and then he would like hug me. I don't know if it was really much explanation.
I'm about to say
Without
that's
people, like,
not
it
like
was
a
just
good
like-
explanation either.
It was kind of like, you can't do that anymore. I love you though, but you know, I did get that from
Yeah,
my
because
dad.
the answer shouldn't be I beat you because I love you. The answer
Well,
should
that-
be
well,
I
that's all
beat
it-
you because this is what you did.
Well, that's all a brother knew.
Because
I mean,
if it's because I love you, that could also create a bad habit. Like, oh, especially for girls, like he loves me, so he beat me. Like that can transition.
well, that's
you
true.
know?
But
so that should not be the explanation.
But
for
I
the
think for
spanking.
like men, for boys, it's different. It's like the way he said it to me, like Daddy beat you because I love you. Like, I want you to understand, like, that was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you can't do that, and I beat you because you did wrong. But I love you. I still love you.
Yeah,
And I 100% get what you're saying with girls, females, because they can take that.
I
way
also
left.
don't feel like men should spank their daughters, but that's a whole nother. I could be open up a Pandora's box that we don't want to go down, but because I also feel like the girl should just never feel like it's okay to be hit by a man, any man. That's like my opinion. I also was raised by a dad who never spanked. Well, he did spank me twice, but I remember the 2 times in my life he spanked me. You know, but it was so. Even those times, I vividly remember. I can't remember all the times my mom spanked me, and it was who knows how many. But like, because it came from my father, it came different, right? So that's why I'm very like touchy when it comes to like, I don't want you like even spanking our daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like, let me spank her. I don't want her to ever feel like it's okay for a man to put his hands on her. Like, because it's so easy for women to get caught up in that being okay. And so as she gets older, I want her to understand, like, it is never okay under any circumstances that a man put his hands on me. And that's why we teach Jay, like our son, like, don't hit your sister. Men don't hit women, boys don't hit girls, and you definitely don't hit your sister, right? So it's like something that needs to be like ingrained in them, like as far as the behaviors of a man and a woman.
So I have a question to you. Does that stem as far as a father like chastising his daughter? Does that stem from like any trauma that was induced in previous years or experiences that you have happened that have happened to you, or from family members that you saw, to say, I don't want that for my daughter specifically?
No,
And I'm not asking for like an answer, just like, that's the even to those who are listening, like, could those views happen because of that? You know what I'm saying?
No, it doesn't come from any trauma. It's probably the opposite. I don't have trauma, and I do understand that men, like, it was always very clear to me, like, men shouldn't hit women. And so as I got older, if ever in a situation, it was like, whoa, this is wrong. I knew it. It wasn't like, oh, he beats me because he loves me. It was like, nah, bro, this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I feel like important that we really stress, like, I think, like, just to bring it all back together, like, I think when we bring it back to the whole topic of what gentle parenting at its core is. I think really, and back to what the speaker was talking about, was where do we find the happy medium, right? Like, where is it that we are still being able to use concepts from gentle parenting, like explaining to children why something is happening and giving them to the space to be themselves and to speak up and to express their emotions. Like, all those things are positive and correct, right? But where is the side of it also where we can still be parents and we can also be human? So even as a parent, I'm not always right, but I'm not always, but I'm also always human, right? So give me the space to also lash out. Because if I'm having a bad day, right, this is the human side of parenting. You know, I've had a rough day at work and now I'm picking up the kids and they're in the back screaming. And am I supposed to say, stop, guys? And am I wrong if I lash out? Like, I said, be quiet. No, I'm not wrong. Like, give me the space to be human too. Like, yes, I did yell, but y'all need to be quiet, right? So it's like the point that he was making was really like gentle parenting shouldn't cut the humanity out of the parent. It shouldn't be like the kid just get to do whatever they want, and I have to just sit down and be like, it's okay, everything's all great, like, because that's not reality, right? The kids are human. Let's give them their space to express themselves. Mommy is human also. Let's give mommy space to like express herself. Like, we both have to kind of meet in the middle, but the kids and the parents should have an understanding of one another. If mommy said be quiet, I need y'all to be quiet, right? If but kid, mommy, but I have something that happened to me today, I would like to share that. Okay, right? There's just a way in that. So it's really like, how do we find that happy medium where we're still allowing everybody in this relationship to be human?
I don't know if it's so much so as like the kids asking or coming to us a certain way, because you mentioned like you can have a tough day and they can just be like rah 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 mommy mom, and you could be like relax, just ask it this way. Like kids don't have like a gauge.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yes.
like that's tough to put that on them to gauge their like feelings and emotions and excitement. And I think it turns back into us as like, maybe we need more time than what we thought we needed. Like
Time with what? When you say time?
like to ourselves to just a minute to break away.
Oh, okay.
Like I had saw something recently, like this lady had told her husband that she got off work like at 5:30, but she really got off work at like 4:30. And she would leave to pick up their son or their kids from the daycare that'd be picked up at like, I don't know, 5:15 or 6 or something like that. But that time it would take a half an hour to drive. She would sit in the car and just relax, not say nothing, not talk to nobody, get something to eat by herself, watch a show. Those 30, 45 minutes may have been like life changing for her, but like she knew she had to take that space for herself.
Yes.
Because if I don't, I'm gonna kill these kids.
Oh Lord.
And I'm only saying that because like maybe us as parents, like to be able to parent in a good, positive way. And I don't even want to call it gentle parenting, because I don't think gentle and parenting should go together.
Oh Lord.
It should just be like positive. I don't know, positive parenting or something like that. Or whatever it is, like it. I don't know. You got to do what you got to do.
I think
for your
ultimately
children.
too, like,
I don't know, y'all.
ultimately, like I'm gonna just say this, and who cares? I don't know. I might get lashback, but it is what it is. Ultimately, if you, as a parent, you should be the guiding light. You should be the source of truth for like, this is wrong, this is right, this is how I need you to behave. Like, you should be able to direct your kids to grow up in the right way. Yeah. And so, like, I don't feel like we should lose that. And I feel like the OD of gentle parenting is losing the whole parenting part altogether. Gotcha. So like, let's find our way, y'all. Like, I know we're definitely not perfect parents. We try really, really, really hard to be gentle in some aspects, but at the end of the day, like, I feel like
perfect.
Well, I'm not perfect. I feel like at the end of the day, what we're really trying to say is like, let's find space for everybody in this relationship, the kids and the parents, to be human. Let's exercise like sharing and caring and loving, but also giving our kids the space to grow up and be responsible
Not the
adults.
sharing and caring. I like that.
So anyways, y'all, we'd love to hear what you feel about it. I'm sure we're going to get a little heat for some of our comments, but
I'm not worried.
is what it is. So check us out, marriageunmastered.com. You could grab one of our books, grab a shirt, send us some comments,
Where the
book us
books
for
at?
the
Over
that
there.
way, shirts over that way. Go on book us for communications games. Come speak. We want to talk to y'all. Let's build, let's connect. It's 2026, y'all.
That's right.
All right, talk to you next week.
Peace.
Bye.